because I never know which two I want.
Hi, guys. Oh, you get.
But you might want to reach in the knife drawer right there and get you some, whichever one you, and you could have gone around the other way.
Oh, you know me. I'm going to do it the hard way.
Sis,
Yes.
your birthday is Saturday, right? The 30th?
Yeah.
Have you got plans?
Not a damn thing.
Huh?
Not a damn thing.
Well, would you like to make plans with us for dinner somewhere out?
Ooh.
Somewhere other than Hardee's? Or McDonald's?
Or
I mean,
crystals.
we might move all the way up to a Huddle House or a Waffle House.
Oh my God, be still my heart. Yes, I would love to make plans with you guys. Because, hold on.
Yeah, we're going. Bob. Bob doesn't hear well, you guys, so if you hear us repeat his name repeatedly, it's because he doesn't hear us. Bob, she said yes.
Okay.
Okay.
No, Sammy, this is really sharp, honey. You'll get hurt. Ooh, I just love to do this. Ooh, ah.
Sis found my knife sharpener, you guys.
Love.
So what we're doing is we are,
Am I opening my own pack? Or?
Yes.
Oh.
We are gonna dehydrate some pepper strips. And we're gonna save these because we're also gonna make some stuffed peppers, and they're great for freezing in.
Uh-huh.
So, of course, you can't cook in them. So
Well, that would be kind of nasty.
you gotta actually wrap the peppers in foil. But you know, they're great once you do that, because then you got somewhere flat to store them in. So.
Wow, these seeds are different than the green ones. Or are they dead?
Huh? Nothing.
That's weird. The others are the
All
green.
white, yeah.
Yeah, they're bigger.
And that's got some white in there. We'll put like seeded things in there.
See, those are so nice and pretty. Those are all. I don't think I want them.
Yeah, we'll put them in the trash.
Oh, we're cutting them in strips, not.
Yeah. Just cut them in strips. And there's a bowl. And another pack in here, another pack, and there's the bowl. And if you're wondering why there's a cat food bowl on the table, yes, my cats do rise to the occasion because I have dogs. And if they don't, then the dog will be more than happy to eat for them.
Yeah, or eat it.
Or, no, not
No,
eat them,
I'm
just
kidding.
eat all their food. Bob, the dogs are yelling to come back in, by the way. That's Silas, I hear.
Wow, this is weird. I've never seen one of these before.
I haven't
The
either.
multicolored ones?
Oh.
They're weird. Well, look who's talking.
Do you want to save a couple of these?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, we'll just toss them over there. We'll get them cleaned, and we'll get some whatever, you know.
Ooh, I love to cut things. I could say something, but I could be arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I.
So, just use your imagination.
I try to stay from being arrested, sis.
It's a good day when you're not behind bars.
Yes, it is. Yeah, when they personally send you a letter
Cease and
saying that if you feel like hurting yourself or someone else, please call 988.
Oh, yeah, when the doctor says, do you feel like hurting yourself? I say, no, I don't feel like hurting myself. Do you feel like hurting anybody else? I'm yeah.
Let's see,
And
yeah.
they say, do you have a gun? And I go, maybe.
I can't have a gun. I'm not allowed a gun. That does not mean that I don't have killing materials.
That does not mean I don't have a slingshot with silver bullets on it. Oh, you got fingernails.
I got thumbnails that are so hard that they will break the skin if they and drop.
Yeah.
Erica tried to, when she was about, I don't know, 12 maybe, and she was hanging out with her friends, and we had been, me and her and Carrie had been doing karate, and then Carrie decided to quit. It was too violent for her. So me and Erica went and we rode my motorcycle, so that made her feel like she was even tougher.
Badass.
Yeah, she was hanging out with her friends in the front yard, and I told her to come in. She said, I don't have to come in right now. And I said, Erica, come in now. And she just stayed out there, and I walked back out there again, and I said, Erica, it's time to come in. And she goes, you can't make me.
Oh.
And I said,
no.
I walked out there and I said, excuse me? She said,
Not a smart idea.
she said, you can't make me come in. You're only a white belt, and I'm a brown. And I said, and I'm your mama, and I brought you in this world, and I will take you out because you have no idea what I'll do to you that isn't karate.
Be afraid.
And it was so, oh yeah, it was so funny because a lot of it, you don't want to get hurt, so you really got to learn those blocks.
Yeah.
Well, I had rings on,
Oh,
and she went a swinging with her little friend standing there. She went a swinging, and I blocked, and when I did, I had an emerald ring on here. Went right across her nose, busted her nose. She was mad at me for a month. And all of her friends ran. Tell me to go home. Erica's bleeding. I can't believe you made my nose bleed. I can't believe you swung at me. But Mom! No ifs, ands, or buts. Get in there. Now you're in trouble. Oh my gosh. Life at the zoo. That's what we used to call it. Life at the zoo. We've had some fun times.
Oh, she's got a added part to my shopping story from yesterday. So.
Oh yeah. When we first went in yesterday, we sat down, had a cup of coffee before we got started. And there is this lady that has been working at this grocery store for 40 years. I've been going to that same grocery store for 20 years. And I know her, not, as a friend, but as an employee of this store and always being helpful and everything. And we went in, and when we had our coffee, she came over and sat down and was having her coffee. And we started talking to her, and all of a sudden, this woman,
Now tell it like we said.
Okay,
This-
I have a bad attitude when it comes to abusing the elderly. So here it goes. This 25-year-old fat-ass bitch came walking around the corner and screamed this old lady's name and said, "Get back over here!" And me said, "Hey, that's a little rude. She's 73, give her a break." Now, I'm not screaming, but I have a deep voice and it's loud anyway. So she heard me. She turned around, turned her back to me and said, "I will work over here, but I will not give her a minute." And the lady said, "Well, excuse me, I'm sorry, I have to go back to work." And then she yelled at her behind the counter. Well, let me tell you.
I managed to get her out of there before she
Was like,
ended up in a brawl.
"Let's go, Marlene, let's go shopping." While I'm walking around and I'm getting groceries. Hold on, you guys. Hello.
All right.
Sorry. So the more that I walked around, that was my mental health people calling me to
And she
schedule
doesn't
my
want to
appointment
miss
with my
that.
psychiatrist. And I have mental health because I have the issues physically that I have. MS, epilepsy, PTSD, and all the other bullshit that goes with it, okay? So we're not feeling sorry for ourselves, but we are not going to put up with that bullshit. So the more I walked around that store, the madder I got.
Sammy.
Until I finally stopped some woman and said, "Are you a manager?" And
Yeah, because she
said,
disappeared. I was wondering,
Yeah.
thinking, where the hell did Marlene go?
And I had gone to the bathroom, and this lady was the young bitch was in the bathroom laughing about it with another employee. Did my business, washed my hands, walked out, went looking for a manager. But now I'm really mad. This lady said,
Do you want these end pieces?
"If you cut that little W off, yeah, they're good." She said, "I'm not a manager, but I'll go get you one real quick if you need one." I said, "Oh, I need one." And so he came over and he asked me what the problem was, and I told him, I said, "Let me tell you something. I've been a front-end manager for the grocery store. I know what it's like, but there is absolutely no excuse for treating an employee anywhere, anytime like that." And I said, "That woman is 73 years old. I've been shopping at this grocery store, and she's been here every day that I have been here in this store. And I know she works several days a week." And I said, there was no excuse for her to do that. And I said, so if she doesn't like working over there in the deli and she doesn't want somebody, she doesn't want to wait a minute, move her. Move her. Move her away from there. She's too in front of the public. And he said, "Well, I know who exactly who that was." I said, "Okay." He said, "I'll go handle that right now, and it won't happen again." Well, I see him a few minutes later, and he says, "Well, I didn't know who that was. It was somebody else, but I did handle it." And I said, "Well, I can tell you that the reason I am so mad is that I'm 70 years old. If she was to talk to me like that, I'd have picked up a cake knife and chased her out of the deli and said, "Listen, bitch, get out or go find a cake to decorate." So, that's how we started Crazy Shop.
On
And then they told us they wouldn't have our money.
But the worst of it is, well, that's not.
Oh, don't even start
Don't
that
start.
shit. I got a gas stove.
The thing that kicked off the whole morning was they're putting a Starbucks
Yeah.
in Food City. Come on.
All the grocery
Now,
stores are
this
doing
nice old lady
it. Made coffee for
made
us.
coffee for us and said, well, she was real frustrated because that's going to take away a lot of her business,
Yeah.
And I said, well, that's ridiculous. You were here first. Starbucks shouldn't get to dictate, when you sell coffee. If Starbucks isn't open, they can't even sell coffee there. I said, that's ridiculous. So I'm thinking, okay, this lady's older and she's nice, and so I gave her a tip for the coffee, which freaked her out a little bit. But yeah, Starbucks, please. So we were probably, now, where are all the employees going to get coffee during the day? They can't afford it. That's just ridiculous.
Bring it from home.
Starbucks.
Well, wait till the other one gets here. What is it? Publix. Wait till they get to Publix so they get to go to the bar and get drunk.
Yeah. Publix and Kroger, is it? That
Yep.
have a bar.
Are starting to put bars in so you can go get drunk and buy your groceries and run over little kids in the parking lot. Hey!
Woohoo! How many points do I get for this one? We've all done that, so don't start with me. Yeah.
So it was a day. And then by the time we got home, because we had loaded up the groceries, then tried to pay, then got sent elsewhere. All right, phone is going off. No, that's just spam. I'll just turn it off for a little while.
I gotta turn this music down.
Yeah, because Bob can't hear, and he's not even in there.
Well, I don't want to get hit for copyright.
Oh. But, that, and it just got warmer, and it's so humid up here that we've been miserable. It is miserably humid up here right now. Of course, the plants love it, but humans and pets are having a little bit of a problem.
My tomatoes are starting to turn colors.
Yep.
Yay.
I noticed that, and you got tomatoes. You actually got some tomatoes on there.
They survived. And I got a couple suckers growing in there, so
Yep.
I'm going to take them
Get
and,
them off.
no, you know what? You can make a whole new
You root at them. You root them.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know. I thought when they said take the suckers off, I thought it meant
Throw
get
them
rid
away.
of them. Get rid of them. I'm thinking, oh, you dumbass.
No, yeah. Make another plant. So, but yeah, fun times in Tennessee.
Yahoo.
Holy. So, hey, we got a boat. Bob just bought himself a boat. And me and Sis and Bob, we going fishing on the river. And we're going to take our magnets, and we're going to magnet fish, and we're going to fish, and we're gonna can fish. We're gonna try candy catfish, because I love me some catfish, and
I'm in charge of catching all the baby fish.
she's gonna try to catch baby fish for my fish pond. See how many we can raise. See how many will make it home and be raised.
Oh, Lordy.
Hopefully they're as interesting to the cats as the goldfish were, because the goldfish were like, they're not interested in the goldfish, they didn't eat them.
So apparently, I'm wrong one. That's garbage. That's apparently what was it? The carpfish. Carpfish are mating with goldfish that people put in the lake because they don't want to deal with them anymore.
They're also mating with the catfish, you guys.
So the carp are growing the whiskers.
Yep.
And
And
one,
they're having fancy colored tails.
yeah,
And they're having colors on their body
yeah.
that belong to the goldfish family. Or they have more gray on them, which is more catfish.
Well, that one fish that guy caught looked like a leopard. I'm sorry.
I know.
I was a
Yeah.
little scared. I thought of the Simpsons when the yellow.
Well,
the
that
corn-
one, he didn't even want to put his hands on that one, because this one guy caught a fish that looked like it had some kind of, what would you call them? It wasn't a disease. It didn't look like
it was
some kind of parasite.
parasites
Yeah.
all over this fish, and you could it was bloody in some spot. Oh,
And
that was
bumpy.
I'm thinking.
And that guy didn't even want to touch it to show it to us.
Yeah,
So,
and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
do we really want to eat fish out of that?
he didn't want to eat it. He didn't even want to hold it.
No, I meant to eat the fish other fish that
That's
come
what
out
he
of
said. That's what the other guy said with him. He goes, I don't know if I want to eat any more fish out of this lake.
Yeah, but the fish looked like it had chicken pox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I know why. It's the monkey pox. The fish.
The fish got monkeypox down there in the water. Yeah, boy.
It was fooling around with another.
It was fooling around with another boy fish.
Yeah.
They say monkeypox is mostly in gay. Well, maybe it had a girlfriend.
Could have been bi. Who knows?
Oh, good Lord. Here we
Okay.
go again with
We-
all the
we-
silly bullshit.
We better.
things. Yeah, we don't really
We can
do
get
that.
carried away, people. We can get carried away.
We can say some bad things.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, we have been known to. Yeah.
Oh my God! Please be careful. That.
I had my other hand on top of the blade.
All right. Carry on.
See how she is?
It's just because I love you.
I know. I really don't want to cut any parts off though, okay? So I'm really trying not to. Watch. That's why I switch to this blade when I'm cutting them up.
Well, what do you do with that little hooky place down there?
I cut it off. See? Watch. I cut the white off of it. See?
Oh, okay.
Now it's green.
What's that little indent that confuses me?
Look at that.
You're a pro. You're a pro.
My mama taught me don't waste nothing. My mama hated leftovers though, you guys. She would cook, she would can, but she would not eat leftovers. I have no idea where I got it from. But she would,
Leftovers are good.
my mama would, she would throw it away or give it to dogs, but she would not eat leftovers. God, and she was a good cook.
See, my mom, however,
And my sister, look, you know how you had, I don't know if anybody else has parents that you sat at the table and when your mama put food in front of you, you didn't say, ew, I don't want that. Because if you said that to my mother would say, you will sit in that chair until you eat that food. And she didn't care if it was all night long. And by 11 o'clock at night, and seriously, by 11 o'clock at night, if you had not eaten that food, she would wrap it up in plastic wrap, stick it in the refrigerator, and say, welcome to breakfast. Well, now, I had an older sister, 2 years older than me. Her name was Darlene. One of the things that Marlene learned very quickly was not to be stupid. Okay? So when my mama said, eat your dinner, Marlene ate her dinner. Darlene often complained about her dinner. And my mom made spaghetti one night, and I have no idea what she considered wrong with that spaghetti. But Darlene absolutely refused to eat it. And my mother served it to her cold for breakfast the very next morning. Do you know after that, my sister would not eat hot spaghetti till the day that she died, just a few years ago, would not eat hot spaghetti. She only ate cold spaghetti.
I bet that pissed your mom off.
She made it at home for her own family. They'd eat it hot and try to give her a plate, and she would sit it to one side and have one of the kids go stick it in the refrigerator for her until it got cold. I'm sorry. I never said my family was like functional. No. If you think you've seen dysfunctional families, no. I only know one more dysfunctional than mine. And they're crazy too. So. But we had fun, or I did. I probably had more fun than my sister did because I was kind of a wild child.
Kinda? Okay.
Listen, I was born at Camp Lejeune in 1952. We did not leave Camp Lejeune until August of 1954, and we went straight to Virginia, where my sister that was 2 years younger than me, was born at the hospital in Virginia. There were a lot of major complications. My mom was RH factor. But we ended up going back to Camp Lejeune. So we lived at Camp Lejeune enough for all of us to have probably all kinds of brain crap going on. But evidently my mother considered me the one most affected. Here, let's put it all off on her. She's a crazy one. So I figured, well, I got in trouble for it so many times that by the time I was about 7, I decided, what the hell? Go for it. If I'm going to get in trouble for everybody else's stuff, I might as well invent some.
And she's got a hell of an imagination too, buddy, let me tell you.
I was quite inventive at things to do. I got in all kinds of trouble. I got my daddy in trouble on Marine Corps bases.
And he was what was he?
A first sergeant.
First
on the
sergeant.
Marine Corps. And I would go to all places I wasn't supposed to be because we were neither an enlisted man's daughter nor a non-enlisted soldier's daughter. So we kind of didn't belong anywhere. And I didn't care. It was there. It was on the base. It was available. By God, I was going to get me some. So, one year when we lived in Virginia before we moved again, we went to a huge fair. It was like state fair or something. And my younger sister was severely mentally retarded. Severely. It had to do with the fact that my mom was RH factor and considered it her goal in life to have a son no matter what the consequences, and that having mentally stressful children was her cross to bear, okay? And so the way she bore that cross was she would tie Beth, my younger sister, to me with a rope and say, watch your sister. Well, I was very good with my younger sister. I was probably the only one that she listened to because I told her, you ain't retarded. You're just a little slow. You don't ever forget anything, but you ain't retarded. Don't act retarded. Don't let people tell you you're retarded. So, when you're with me, you're not retarded. Okay? Just, you're thinking about something. If somebody says you're slow, say, no, I'm just thinking about my answer. So we went to a pet shop. My mama said she could go to the pet shop. Take her to the pet shop. Buy her a little pet. She's down the street, about 3 stores down, buying my older sister fancy dresses with lacy and stuff on them. Me and Beth go to the pet store. I'm like, what kind of pet you want? She said, I don't know. I said, let's go over here. I said, you want a fish? And she said, no, I can't pet a fish. I said, you want a rabbit? She goes, no. My dad raised beagles. Daddy will probably eat it. I said, okay. Oh, I know what Daddy won't eat. And she said, what? And I said, come here.
Oh my God, was this a snake? Oh,
and she said, what? And I said, look, over in here, if you can pop that bubble right there, they'll give you something. She reaches over, throws a little thing. She can't pop the bubble. I pop the bubble, and they go, what do you want? What would you like to have? And she's looking around. I said, come here. Look at that right there. Look at that. Get that. That's what you can have one of them. She goes, can I have one of them? And they're like, oh yeah, you can have one. Take the little box.
Oh, no.
We go home. Get all the way home. She's got a pet. Mama hadn't said a word. Get home. It's an alligator.
Oh, it's an alligator! Oh my God!
Now Mama has me and Beth, who is very emotionally sensitive, and she can't just kill her new pet. So we go get in a plastic pool, tie it up in the backyard. Oh yeah, on the base. And I am responsible for feeding it hamburger balls. Me. Because you're the one that took her. You're the one that's feeding that damn thing. I'm not getting anywhere. I'm cool with that. We start feeding it hamburger balls. That alligator grows. Okay. It's 6 foot long. It's just as happy a little gator as it can be. And then the commandant's wife's dog gets out.
Uh-oh.
It's a little poodle.
Uh-oh.
And it finds my gator in the yard, on a chain, by the way, at its pool. And this little miniature poodle starts barking at the gator. And the gator's just sitting there looking at it. My mama's in the house going, Marlene, you better go get your gator. And I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think this is a good time. Go outside, Marlene. I went outside. I stood behind the gator. The dog kept getting closer and closer and closer. Now, the gator's head is just on the edge of the swimming pool, right? He's covered by the pool. That little dog comes all the way up to the edge of that pool. That gator comes over the edge of that pool. Chomp goes the little dog. Up on the hill on the road, you hear this loud screaming like a maniac has gone loose. Yeah, we had to get rid of the gator. My dad had to go see the commandant. I had to go apologize. I'm like, why do I have to apologize? Her dog was loose and bothered my gator. Unfortunately, I can tell you right now, in the Marines, it really doesn't work that way. She's the commandant's wife, which makes her a general's wife, which makes her more important than you as a kid and your gator. You got to get rid of the gator. So, we got rid of the gator. But he was happy. He ate that dog. He ate all that dog.
Yeah, I've always heard that poodles are a gator's favorite meal.
Because
Up until now, I had no proof.
that little dog, boy, it was just one good bite for that gator because he'd been eating hamburger balls. What the heck did that lady think? That she's gonna let that gator, that she's gonna let her dog loose.
Yeah, the gator was a vegetarian.
Or that, you know, I mean, what if other people had big dogs and stuff? So,
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah, they're done. So now we can start stacking trays with these before we cut more.
Okay.
And we can start these dehydrating.
Okay.
If you want to get out that either the parsley, I would do the 2 parsleys.
2 parsley.
And then do the other one.
Okay.
Because otherwise you're going to have 2 different flavors.
All right. We'll be back because, oh my God, 37 minutes.
Oh.
Sorry.